Runners, have you been dealing with heel pain and Achilles pain and up into the calf area, just about this far? Well, you could be missing an easy win that is not actually plantar fasciitis or Achilles tendinopathy. It could be from a muscle called the soleus, which is oftentimes overlooked, but it could be the source of your pain. Now, this picture is about trigger point referrals, and these X's here on the soleus muscle, which is attaches to the back of the tibia, back of the fibula, and it goes down and blends with the Achilles to attach to the back of the heel. These areas, these X's, are the referring points, but they're not what's being referred to. And so I'll show you over here on these other pictures here, the deep red means that areas of most common complaint. The lighter red is areas of less common, but still happens, from the relative X's that we're talking about. And so if we're talking about this model here, notice the X in this trigger point refers down the Achilles area to the heel, which can simulate Achilles tendinopathy or plantar fasciitis that's not responding to typical care despite doing the hard work for it. And if we look at this other trigger point up here, it creates more of a dull ache into the calf here. It can feel like a calf strain that won't go away either. And even to the back of the knee, which some of you may have been told that you have hamstring tendinopathy issues more at the distal end, or a Baker's cyst, or even down further into the Achilles, which some of you could be still told about the Achilles tendinopathy. And here's the interesting one, and this is how odd referrals can actually be. And I've never actually seen this, but some of you may have experienced it, is this X over here refers to kind of the tailbone or sacrum area, the lower back. Crazy, right? But it's not really crazy when you think about how heart attacks refer down the arm. The heart can refer down the arm. So referred pain can oftentimes confuse people and providers about what the correct area of treatment should be when they're chasing the area of pain. I had a client just the other day that we were talking about this exact scenario. She was dealing with heel pain. She was a distance runner. She had not been doing what she wanted to for a very long time, and she'd been told she has plantar fasciitis and she should stay off of it for a little bit. She'd been rolling it with ice on the bottom of the foot. She wore a Strasbourg sock religiously at nighttime, and she would do all the marble picking up and all the butter smears and things like that with her feet to strengthen her foot, and nothing was really changing. Luckily, there's ways that we can tell just by watching people move, and then we can implement a good strategy. I'm going to show a few of them in the video today here. I should note that actually we wrote a 50-page book on plantar fasciitis if you guys haven't seen it yet, so it'll be in the description as well. Now, if you are a runner, the soleus muscle should be working a ton. That's just how it is when you're running, when you're sprinting. There's various reasons why somebody could have been deconditioned in the soleus, which creates scenarios of this set overuse. But really in this scenario, most of the time we find out that it's actually an issue with tissue preparedness. So doing an exercise to stimulate that muscle in an isometric fashion can work out very well. And then we can progress it to something more of a pumping fashion. I'll show you what I mean here. Now, I'm going to use a bench for this just because it's easiest to show on camera without changing angles, but typically we use a wall. Most things that we do for the soleus require a bent knee. This is where most people really miss the boat, is because when they start rehabbing an ankle or a foot problem, whether they think it's Achilles tendinopathy or not, they actually do straight leg stuff. They go like this. Or like this rather, right? And you can load it up pretty heavy. You can do isometrics in that fashion. That's not wrong for an Achilles issue, but for a soleus issue that's weak and we're trying to stimulate it or make it stronger, you have to actually include the bent knee aspect of it. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to rock my body weight into the balls of my feet, keeping a bent knee. I'm going to take a foot away actually to make it harder for myself. And every runner who's a distance runner should be able to do this at bare minimum 20 times without even having a problem. You can see I'm calmly speaking here. I am shaking a little bit, but generally speaking, this should not be a hard thing to do, and you should be able to do it on both sides. This isolates the soleus much better than something like a stiff-legged version does. And if the goal is to strengthen the Achilles, this will get it better than the stiff-legged ones. So if you've been treated for plantar fasciitis and Achilles tendinopathy and you're not getting better and it's been beyond, reasonably speaking, 3 to 4 weeks, you're missing something easy. We see people here at Performance Place all the time that people are so close to getting rid of their problem, but the dosage of the exercise is wrong, like they're not doing enough, or they're actually missing something simple, like they are not challenging the soleus whatsoever because they're doing other things that they saw on YouTube. So a keen eye and having someone instruct you what to do actually really does matter, so you can be under that 4-week window to actually get yourself back onto the trail again. Now, if you guys had an aha moment at all in this video, I would love a thanks. At the bottom, there's a button that says thanks in YouTube, and it keeps our lights on. It keeps it so we have coffee to do these videos, so we're motivated to do it for you. And it also gives us a better idea of the video topics that you guys really like and want to hear about. So click that button. We'll see you guys next time. If you want any help, there's a video in the corner which covers more on heel pain that you're going to love.